Hello, welcome back, my favorite movement enthusiasts, to our weekly minimalist power yoga session, with today's focus being all on our back. Releasing tightness and tightness related pains. Perfect routine to be done in the morning or in the middle of the day. Just don't do it before you go to sleep. It's just too powerful. You're gonna be laying in bed all night long with your back just feeling too amazing to be able to fall asleep. So without any further ado, as usual, we're gonna get started in an upright seated position, placing our hands on the ground, and we're gonna step forward, step by step, lengthening our back, our shoulders, opening up our chest, pushing it towards the ground, which is going to actively open up our delts as well. Taking a deep breath in. And now when breathing out, we're going to push forward with our back rounded and our shoulders as long as possible. Pushing forward, turning our hands outwards and pressing our hips down towards the ground. Elevating our knees and then actively flexing our lumbar and our glute musculature. We're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1, and when breathing out, we're gonna round our back, place our knees on the ground and push back as much as we can, lengthening our back, opening up our chest and shoulders one more time, and we're gonna repeat this 2 more times with deep diaphragm breaths. Breathing in, pushing forward and down, elevating our knees, holding for 3, 2, 1, and breathing out, reversing with a rounded back and lengthened shoulders, pushing back all the way, and one final third time, breathing in. Actively push down and flex your posterior chain for 3, 2, 1, and breathe out, push back all the way. We're gonna stay here with our hips just for a handful of seconds, and we're starting to sway to the left and to the right, releasing some tension around our hip joints, which we're gonna need in just a second. 1 or 2 more deep breaths. All right, back to the middle. We're gonna move forward with a rounded back and lengthened shoulders one more time. And now we're gonna step forward, right foot to the right hand on the outside. And we're gonna keep our right hand flat on the ground and start opening our left arm towards the ceiling, forcing our lower and middle back into a complete rotation and lengthening our shoulder towards the ceiling for 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna place our left hand on the ground and reverse the entire movement, opening up the right side towards the ceiling. All the way, lumbar and thoracic rotation. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna place our hand on the outside of our foot because we're gonna elevate into a pyramid position. If you can, keep both legs completely extended. That would be absolutely amazing. If you can't, you can absolutely bend them. We're gonna leave our right hand on the ground and once again, open into a triangle pose this time. If possible, we wanna extend all 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. And when breathing out, reverse the triangle by placing your left hand on the ground and opening the right side. For another 3, 2, 1, and right hand down, left knee down. We're gonna stay here for a couple of deep diaphragm breaths. When breathing in, we're gonna round our back, lengthen our shoulders, and hang our head loose. And when breathing out, we're gonna force our back into a somewhat neutral position. Just 2 more times. Breathing in, rounding our back. And breathing out, pushing into extension. One final time. Breathing in. And breathing out. And we're gonna slowly reverse, bringing our right leg back, pushing our hips back all the way, lengthening our shoulders and arms. We're gonna sway once more, a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right, just for a handful of seconds before we repeat the whole process on the left side. So if you're ready, we're going to move forward, placing our left foot on the outside of our left hand. We're going to leave our left hand on the ground and once again opening the right side, this time towards the ceiling, forcing our upper body into this nice spinal rotation for 3, 2, 1. Taking a deep breath in. And when breathing out, reversing, placing the right arm on the ground and opening with the left side all the way towards the ceiling. Another 3, 2, 1, and left hand on the outside of our left foot, because once again we're going to raise up into a pyramid position and open into a classic triangle pose. Left hand on the ground, right arm towards the ceiling, extending all 4 if possible for another 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. And reverse the triangle when breathing out. Right hand on the ground, left arm towards the ceiling, extend and rotate for 3, 2, 1. And left hand down on the ground, our right knee down on the ground. And we're going to stay here one more time, breathing into spinal flexion and lengthen shoulders. And breathing out into a somewhat neutral spinal position, repeating 2 more times. In, out, in, and out, and slowly push back. Place your left leg back where it was before, push your hips all the way back as well. And we're gonna stay here with our lengthened arms and shoulders, and once again we're gonna sway a little bit to the left and to the right. We want to take a little bit more spinal mobility into this movement by swaying a little bit longer movements. Another 3, 2, back to the middle, raising our head. Now we want to stay with our chest as closely to the ground as possible, opening up our arms sideways. We're going to move forward into a classic upward dog position. Open your hands sideways, elevate your knees and actively push down towards the ground as hard as you can, flexing your posterior chain, lengthening your upper body as much as you can. We're going to hold for 3, 2, 1, and now we want to reverse the same exact movement as closely to the ground as possible, going into lumbar extension and then rounding our lower back when pushing our hips all the way to our feet. We're going to repeat, breathing in, moving forward, lengthening, flexing and holding for 3, 2, 1, breathing out, reversing the same exact movement as closely to the ground as possible, pushing back all the way, lengthening our arms and shoulders. And one final time, breathing in, moving forward, lengthen, extend, push down and hold. 3, 2, 1, and breathing out, reverse all the way. Push back, lengthen your back, shoulders and arms. Now from here we're going to step with our hands closer and closer towards our knees, placing them both between our knees. And now we're going to switch one more time when breathing in, pushing into spinal extension, tilting our hips, lengthening our upper body and shortening our neck the tiniest bit. And breathing out, we're going to tilt our pelvis towards the other direction, pulling our stomach in, rounding our back and shoulders and hanging our head as loosely as we can. Breathing in, tilt your pelvis, switch into extension. Breathing out, tilt your pelvis and round into spinal flexion. We've got 2 more times. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Hold with your empty lungs for 3, 2, 1, and let go and relax. And that's basically it for today's power yoga session. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to go for like a pranayama meditation, taking a couple of deep breaths, oxygenating your body a little bit, go ahead, enjoy it. My part is done. If you like the video and subscribe, and please check out other videos on this channel because we literally have new ones every single day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Captain Cairo, peace out.